Welcome to our channel. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that can really level up your communication skills.
In other words, control the conversation.
Anger!
How to shut down an aggressive person using clever, strategic techniques.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
These aren't just basic tips. We're talking about the kind of strategies that smart people use to take control of a conversation, disarm aggression, and come out on top. So let's get into it. First up, one of the most underrated tools in any conversation: strategic silence.
Silence!
When someone is being aggressive, they often expect you to respond immediately, to defend yourself, or even to escalate the situation. But here's the thing: silence can be incredibly powerful. By not responding right away, you create a psychological space where the aggressor becomes uncertain. They might start to question themselves
What do we do now?
or feel the need to fill the silence, often revealing more than they intended. This puts you in control without saying a word. Next, let's talk about asking disarming questions. When someone is aggressive, they're usually not expecting to be questioned. They're expecting resistance. So, instead of reacting emotionally, hit them with a question that shifts the focus.
Why do you feel so strongly about this?
What do they hope to achieve?
These kinds of questions force the other person to think, and in many cases, they have to slow down their aggression to formulate a response. It puts them on the spot, making them justify their behavior, which can quickly diffuse the tension. Another clever strategy is paraphrasing what the other person just said. When someone is being aggressive, they often feel unheard or misunderstood.
Did you hear what I just said?
And that fuels their behavior. By calmly repeating their words back to them, you show that you're listening, but you also gain control of the conversation. So,
To paraphrase My Fair Lady,
what I'm hearing is, let me make sure I understand your point. This technique not only validates their feelings, but also slows down the conversation, giving you time to think and respond more strategically. It can be incredibly disarming because it shows you're calm, composed, and not easily provoked. Controlled agreement is another powerful tactic.
I agree with that.
When someone is aggressive, they expect you to push back, to argue. But instead of doing that, agree with them, but in a controlled, specific way. You're right, this is a challenging situation. By agreeing with something they've said, you take the wind out of their sails. But the key here is to steer the conversation. After agreeing, redirect the focus to a solution or a different perspective. It shows you're not combative, but you're also not a pushover. One of the smartest ways to shut down aggression is to rely on facts rather than emotions.
I am not emotional.
Aggressive people often rely on emotional manipulation to get their way, but when you stick to facts, you keep the conversation grounded and rational. Let's look at the data. Here's what the evidence shows. This approach removes the emotional charge from the conversation. It forces the other person to deal with objective reality, which can be incredibly frustrating for someone looking to provoke a reaction. It's a subtle but powerful way to maintain control. Finally, there's the deflect and redirect technique. This is about skillfully moving the conversation away from aggression without directly confronting it.
Without saying a word about...
When someone comes at you aggressively, deflect their energy by acknowledging their point briefly and then redirecting the conversation to a more constructive topic. I can see this is important to you, but let's focus on. That's one perspective, but here's what we should be considering. By doing this, you're not ignoring the person, but you're also not letting them dominate the conversation with aggression. You take the reins and steer the discussion in a direction that's more productive and less charged. So there you have it. 6 smart strategies to shut down an aggressive person in any conversation. Remember, the goal isn't just to win. It's to handle the situation with intelligence and finesse. By using these tactics, you'll not only protect yourself, but also command respect in any interaction. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might need these tips. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more content that helps you navigate life with confidence and savvy. Stay smart, stay calm, and remember, you have the power to control any conversation, no matter how aggressive it gets. See you in the next video.